shit happens again, I'm thinking we'll just get the fuck out of the state. I'll go to Arizona for like 3 weeks.
Just retreat as far northwest as possible.
Just go to the fucking desert.
Sit in the middle of Canada where nothing happens.
Yeah.
So, last week we had Hurricane Irma.
Yeah.
And we missed the premiere of It.
Yep, because all the movie theaters closed on fucking Friday night.
Yeah. And we almost missed it again tonight.
Yeah.
Because I got called into work because our generator exploded.
And I still can't believe your fucking generator caught fire.
I can't believe that either. And we had to take everything out of the cooler and freezer and load it into trucks because the store has no power. So we had to delay the time we went there, and then when we got to the theater at the time we were gonna see the showing, it was sold out.
Yeah.
So we had to go to the very last. It is now 1:20 in the morning.
Yes.
We went to the very last showing.
We were both very tired.
It felt like the universe didn't want us to see this movie.
Yes.
Which made me wonder if it was any good in the first place.
Yeah, right.
I was like, is this a sign? Should we just cut our losses and go home?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, please let this be good.
Yeah.
Please let this be worth.
I was also worried I was not going into this movie in the right mindset.
Yeah,
because
he was pissed off.
I've never gone into a horror movie angry before, and I feel like that would have ruined the effect. Because I was so mad today. If I had run into a killer clown, I would have just punched it right in the face.
Yeah.
And just, although to be fair, that's probably what I'd do anyway.
Yeah, fight or flight.
It's like, I will ruin you with my anger.
Yeah.
You do not know the shit I went through today.
Yeah.
I don't have time for your shit, Pennywise.
Yeah. I've never gone to a horror movie angry, but I have gone to one stressed, and that was the original Saw. I had like 3 finals coming down on me, and I was a nervous wreck, and that going to that movie did not help things.
Yeah. Did that ruin the experience for you?
No, it actually intensified the experience for me, because I'm like, shit, I have 3 finals doing. Just looking over my shoulder on my way to the fucking parking lot.
I envy the guy with 1 foot.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
yeah.
Now that we've vented our frustrations...
Right.
What'd you think of It?
Sorry, it's just I realized... yeah, what did I think of It? It, the movie. But then it can apply to anything. Anyway.
I hate that because every time you talk about this movie, it's like an Abbott and Costello bit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, did you see it? What?
It.
The movie. It, the movie. It's like,
yeah. But
anyway, what did you think of the movie?
It, the movie. It CC, which is what it said on the movie stub. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I have to say I did too.
Then again, it's one of the few Stephen King novels I haven't read.
Really?
Yeah, I never read It.
Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't either, so.
Yeah.
I actually... I wanted to rewatch the original. Unfortunately, I ran out of time.
Yeah, same with me. I meant to do the same thing, and
all I can really remember from it is what I saw in the Nostalgia Critic review.
Yeah,
which
Tim Curry hamming it up.
Yeah, I will say that this Pennywise is less fun than Tim Curry was.
Yeah. Curry was a large ham. This motherfucker.
Yeah, this fucker.
Jesus Christ.
There was no campy moments with this guy.
Yeah, this was the gritty reboot. Really.
And emphasis on the grit.
I mean, the original was already a fucking terror clown, but wow.
This Pennywise was way more proactive.
Way more intense.
Yeah.
He's all in your face and extreme. Anyway.
Yeah. Although, here's a little thought experiment for you.
What's that?
Who was scarier, the killer clown from another dimension, or the people that live in Derry, Maine?
Oh, it's always the people that live in fucking Maine.
What the fuck is up with the people of that town?
Just go to Maine in general. It's fucking creepy.
I mean, like that. The one lady is a friggin'. She like shelters her son, and that girl's dad is a fucking incestual rapist, and
yeah,
and then there's the borderline psychopath bullies.
Yeah.
And the cop who's an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'll take my chances in the sewer.
Yeah, exactly.
Because fuck all those people.
Exactly. You know what? Fucking eat me. This town sucks.
Yeah, get me out of here. Jesus Christ.
But
yeah, they. I mean, they didn't pull any punches with this one.
No, they did not.
They did not hold back.
Yeah.
If they wanted you to feel uncomfortable, you felt uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my God, where do we even start?
Well,
it had good atmosphere.
Yeah, it really did.
Like the creepy moments were really creepy.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
And I will say the kid actors in this movie did a phenomenal fucking job.
Yes, they did.
My God.
Yeah, they did.
Especially Finn Wolfhard.
Finn Wolfhard, who was in Stranger Things.
Yeah, it was Mike.
That kid has made a great career of playing an '80s kid.
He really has. Oh
he's got it down, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, I like this because it didn't feel like an episode. Even though he was in it, it didn't feel like an episode of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It still felt like
a lot of people have been saying that though. It did kind of feel like it. It's mostly because they focused on the part of the story where they're children.
Yeah, so it took place in '88.
In the original, it was they were children, and then it fast forward to when they're adults.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I don't know which one I like more, because I kind of like that they faced it as kids, but then I kind of like the idea of, you know, the adults coming back to.
Yeah, finally put an end to it.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, then again, they did, I think, tease that there's going to be a sequel.
Well, yeah.
And from what I've seen, this movie has been doing very well. Mm-hmm. So I think we will eventually have a sequel, and that'll probably be what
honestly,
they do with
I think it was smart that they did that.
Yeah.
If they tried to cram it all into one 2-hour movie, I think it would have...
Yeah, well, the original, it was a TV movie,
It was a miniseries.
It was a miniseries, so they had more time to work with.
Yeah,
so
they were able to draw it out. So.
Yeah.
I forget if it was 4 parts or... I know The Stand was 4 parts, but
yeah.
We're not talking about The Stand.
Yeah.
And,
let's not...
That's a whole other rant. Fucking
we were just saying... Like, if this movie does well, like, maybe they can go back and remake some of the not-so-great Stephen King things.
Yeah.
And The Stand, I think, would definitely benefit from a remake.
Yeah. There's certain things, like Pet Sematary you can leave alone.
Yeah, like, Misery's fine.
God, fucking Pet Sematary. That I think, is still the most terrifying of all his things.
You leave The Shining alone. The Kubrick Shining.
Yes.
Not the
McGarris Shining.
The one that's accurate towards the book, apparently. Goes to show you, just because it's accurate doesn't mean it's good.
They never really struck a balance with the Jack Torrance character, though, because in the movie, Nicholson played a great psycho.
Yeah.
But there was none of the whole family man aspect of him. In the McGarris version, Steven Weber played an excellent family man, but he couldn't play psycho to save his life. When it was time for Jack to go crazy, it was like...
It's very hard to have it both ways sometimes, you know?
But anyway,
this movie, we're what else should we talk about?
Yeah, this has gone into a general rant about Stephen King.
That's usually how this happens. He's so fascinating.
Yeah,
just his
we
writing...
did skip The Dark Tower, though. Speaking of which, if you plan on reading that, don't go past the Wastelands. Anyway,
we don't talk about that. Apparently,
fuck Wizard and Glass and anything beyond. Anyway,
let's see what. We kind of lost ourselves here.
Sorry.
I think we were talking about how creepy Pennywise was.
Yes.
In this,
I did love his design.
Yeah, it definitely played out the creepy clown more, because again, the Tim Curry version,
it was hammy.
It was too much fun.
It was hammy. It was very hammy. And there were like the scariest he got was sometimes they'll show him with sharp teeth.
Yeah,
and that was this.
I think they knew that, so they used the monster side of him a lot more in this one.
This clown was the tooth and nothing but the tooth. Jesus, rows upon rows of teeth behind teeth.
Yeah, it's not really a spoiler, but because it happens at the beginning of the movie. But when Georgie first sees him in the sewer, the first thing he does, bites his fucking arm off.
Rips it clean out of the socket.
Yeah. In the original, he just kind of drags him down.
Yeah, he just grabs him.
Yeah, this one, he just lunges for him. And then he pulls him down while he's
trying to crawl away.
Oh my god. That kid was a good actor too.
Yeah.
He was creepy as hell.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't like, the kids weren't stereotypes. They actually felt like real kids.
They were not one-dimensional at all. And even characters that like showed up later, they still felt fleshed out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I just say that probably the creepiest thing in this movie for me was that painting. The one kid. That was the worst thing.
Really? For you? That was
I don't care. There was a scene where they got trapped in a room full of clown dummies.
Yeah.
That wasn't scary. As scary as that lady with the flute. The weird friggin' scream-looking...
You heard me during the clown doll scene. I'm like, no, fuck everything about this. No.
Yeah. No, that painting was the worst.
Yeah.
Okay, so... what was his name? The Jewish kid?
Oh God, was it? Fuck, what was it now? It wasn't.
Bill was the main one.
Bill was the main one. Richie was Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah.
Mike was the.
I kind of don't want to call them by what they are. I don't want to call him Jewish kid. I want to know what his name is.
Yeah, you had Mike. You had Beverly. You had Ben.
Yeah.
Who was played by John Ritter in the original.
Yeah.
The adult version.
Well,
I think Seth Green was in the original, wasn't he?
Really?
I think he was. I forget who he played.
It's been a while.
I think he was Richie.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it because I don't remember.
Yeah, I have to.
Anyway, what happened is they played. Pennywise plays off their fears.
Yeah.
And the kid, for some reason, his dad had this creepy ass weird painting of a woman playing a flute, I guess, and the head was all sideways, and he had beady eyes, and
it looked very much like The Scream, except even more misshapen.
Yeah, and basically Pennywise took the form of that thing and was hiding in the shadows behind him, and then it had the teeth and no, that is not. First of all, don't have a painting like that in your house, unless you live in a weird haunted house that thinks it's Halloween all year around, like the Addams Family. Yes. Don't do that. Don't have that painting.
I don't think Gomez and Morticia would have shit like that in their house.
No, probably not.
That would be too creepy even for them.
It's like in The Conjuring when they had the Annabelle doll. Why would you have that? Why would you have that?
I went to see that fucking movie alone, man.
Yeah, that to me was the worst of this.
Yeah.
Although every once in a while when Pennywise jumped out, it was pretty. Like when he jumped out of the projector, that was
freaky as
fuck. Yeah, and
that was one of those tooth but nothing but the tooth scenes.
Yeah, and plus he was bigger in that because he jumped out of the
giant.
He was just jumped out of the projector and oh my god. The headless kid was pretty creepy too.
Oh yeah, and Egg Boy.
Yeah, because the new kid,
Ben.
Yeah, Ben, the fat kid.
Yeah.
He was he's new to town, so he was reading up on the city and everything, and he found all these old photos of. Apparently there was an Easter egg fire or something like that.
It was an explosion.
An Easter egg explosion.
Because they made the Easter eggs back in the old days, back in the 1900s, pure methane.
Yeah, anyway, he was reading up on that.
They call it an Easter egg hunt, but really they were looking for mines.
That is so messed up on so many levels. So he was reading up on that, and he there was a picture of, I guess, the explosion, and there was apparently a severed head in a tree, and Pennywise left a trail of eggs for him, and idiotically he went after it. And then he went downstairs in the basement of the library, and sure enough, the kid whose head was missing came shambling down the stairs.
Sans his head.
Yeah, and he started chasing after him. pretty good senses for someone who doesn't have a head.
I know.
There's a lot of shit like that. Like the germaphobe kid.
Yes.
He ran into a leper.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
He's like, and he's chasing him.
Yeah, like coughing on him and shit.
The practical effects in this were really good. The makeup work and all that.
It was, and I couldn't. Well, I guess like the floating kids and all that stuff was CGI.
Yeah, there was a little bit.
But,
I mean,
as far as Pennywise was concerned, I couldn't tell how much of him was real and how much was CGI.
Yeah.
Especially the way they shot him. It was just so surreal.
Yeah.
Because it almost felt like he wasn't part of the background.
Well, that's good. I mean, he's not of this world, so
yeah,
it
exactly.
makes sense.
And it really felt that way. Like, time seemed to slow down, and he just seemed to be out of place.
Yeah. Man, there's so much about this movie too I want to talk about, but it makes me so uncomfortable. Like Beverly's dad.
Oh yeah, Beverly's dad. Well, yeah, he was always that way.
Was he like that in the original?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think he was more straight up abusive than creepy.
Yeah, this one was creepy.
Yeah.
This one was real creepy.
Yep.
He's like, you're still my little girl, aren't you?
Yeah, like shit like that.
Why'd you cut your hair? You look like a boy.
Yeah.
Like,
that was after like the sink started vomiting blood.
Yeah, that apparently he didn't notice.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he's an adult. I guess that's the way it works. Adults are useless.
Yeah, adults don't.
That trope is very true in this movie.
Not only are they useless, but they're just assholes.
Yeah.
In this, fuck that town. That town now, Derry, Maine isn't even a real place, and I'm like, fuck that town.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fuck a town named Derry.
Yeah. What else? There was so much to this movie.
This was very tense. This movie.
Yeah, there was a lot of tension.
Yeah.
A lot of gravity too.
The jump scares were just as effective as the subtle ones.
Yeah, this is one of those movies.
Nice mix.
It uses jump scares well.
Yes,
this is a good example of well-timed, well-executed jump scares. Because jump scares aren't necessarily a bad thing.
No.
They like a lot of the hackneyed horror movies use those for just like cheap yeah. And in this one it was actually like legitimately scary.
Yes, it actually worked.
Yeah,
because they build up tension beforehand. They cut out the sound, they make it very quiet, and then they hit you.
Yeah,
probably the most effective use of a jump scare in any motion picture, Exorcist 3.
Really?
Yeah, the night nurse station scene. But
I don't think I've seen Exorcist 3.
You should, because it's actually really good.
Yeah, better than the second one?
Anything's better than the fucking second one. Or the fourth one, or any, like, the beginning, or any of that bullshit. The only Exorcists you need to watch are 1 and 3, and that's it.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything you wanted to bring up with this movie? It might be kind of difficult for us because it's currently 1:30.
Yeah, I'm trying to rack my brain, and at this point, yeah, it was good. It was creepy as fuck. Yeah, definitely gonna pick it up on Blu-ray. I think.
Oh yes,
this is one of those where I want to get it on home video.
Definitely.
Yeah. But definitely well worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
Definitely worth surviving a hurricane for.
What? Did you see somebody did one of those Pennywise memes of he was just kind of walking around. He said, "They flooded my sewer."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's how it felt around here for the past week.
The one I told you about with the gator just goes, yeah. It's like, hey, I ate that fucking clown. You can come back down now.
No, although my favorite one still is I told you about it.
Yes.
He did the whole thing. He's like come down here. And then it cuts to the sewer, and he's surrounded by the Ninja Turtles. And I said, not in our sewer, pal.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's that crossover?
I know, right? The Ninja Turtles versus the collective works of Stephen King.
Oh, God. Considering how much the Nickelodeon series dipped into the horror like tropes and the horror references, I'm surprised they didn't go there.
Yeah.
I mean, they went to because you still need to catch up.
Yeah, I do.
The season 3, the beginning of season 3 of Ninja Turtles, they go into a lot of horror stuff. They do Friday the 13th. They do The Thing.
Nice.
Which is the really creepy episode. Bunch of other stuff. They actually got Robert Englund to do a voice.
Oh yeah.
In one. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, eventually we'll catch up with that, and now's the time to do it because it's coming to an end.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely go see it.
Yeah, I think I wish we can do more analyzing of this movie, but it's kind of late.
Yeah, it's fucking late.
I've had a long day.
Yes, I want to go home and just watch Toonami and go to sleep at this point.
Yeah, I got stuff to do as well.
Yep.
Luckily, hopefully, I don't have to get up tomorrow morning. But yeah, recommend it. Hit the movie. It's
don't see it.
Yeah, go see it. What's the name of the band?
Who?
The band on the stage.
Who?
The band that's playing.
Who? So who's on stage? Yes. So Yes is on stage. No, Yes isn't even here.
Those were my favorite bits.
Yes.
Oh boy, we are delirious.
We're fucking loopy at this point. Yeah.
Fuck it. All right, it was great.
Yes,
go see it. And I guess we'll be back next week for Kingsman.
Yes, Kingsman next week. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. So we'll see you later.
Later.